Hello, welcome back to Chasing Dreams, Will and Herbie's Journey to the Masters. You know, this is my dream, right? And Herbie, I guess, he's accepted my ride for the most part. He helps me ride him better all the time. And today he was helping me learn how to ride him a little bit better. We'll go on to that. But I told you today that in my vlog today, the thing that I was going to talk about is some of my recent rides that I've had with my instructor January. And I'm kind of taking a little inspiration from Carl Cook. You know, he starts out all of his vlogs with a little bit of bourbon or maybe a product that he's like, you know, pushing. I don't have any products to push because I have like 13 or 14 followers. Hello, all of y'all. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Share with your friends. Listen, I have a dream, and my dream is for Herbie and I to get into the Grand Prix Arena in Wellington. And that dream started when, well, actually, it didn't start till about 2 years ago when I figured out I could still ride. But we're coming on my 3rd anniversary. So in June, it will be 3 years that I began making changes to my health. And that's kind of one of the changes that I've made is that I've become a vegan, right? Like, and I don't eat a whole, like I eat some processed food, because I guess pea milk, you know, Ripple is the milk that I drink, would be considered a processed food. And I eat some vegan cheese, so that would be considered processed food. But for the most part, I do not consume added sugar, and I do not eat meat. I do not eat dairy. I don't eat eggs. I don't eat anything that comes from an animal. That means I also don't eat honey, which is easy for honey. Like, I just don't like to eat a lot of added sugar. Now, when I go out to restaurants, right, like I'm enjoying myself those times when I'm at restaurants, because restaurants serve vegan food also. A lot of them do nowadays, but it's not as pure as the food that I eat on a regular basis. So every single day, on the days that I'm making lunch, which is pretty much every day of my life, I have a big salad. Today I'm kind of sad because I don't have any avocado, so no really great fat in my salad. But that's okay. They got liquid, you know, and I should have bought more. At least there's not going to be a tariff on them for another 30 days. So I make myself a salad every day. And it's interesting because on the first 2 clips, we had gotten back after the holidays and we were starting to ride again. I'm gonna probably cut a finger off, right? And January got us, I show up and like there's a combination right down the middle of the arena with 6 jumps on it, right? And they're like a meter 10. And like some of the more competitive, like higher level competitive team members had already gone. They had been in the class the hour before me, and I'm looking at that and I'm like, I'm not jumping that at a meter. And by the end of it, January had me jumping the last jump or 2. They were at the meter. So yeah, I jumped the meter in that lesson. And so here are these, they're very short. The clips that I got from whoever was filming, they were like a 10-second clip and a 12-second clip. So those are the first 2 clips. I guess I need to continue moving on with this salad. So yeah, that was kind of fun. And it was interesting because I was just going straight, right? Like, so I could just like rock into my position, and it took a few times. So you only saw like, you know, whenever January has me do something new, like it's like, I think I try really, really, really hard to do it, but so hard that I'm not doing it mindfully and I'm doing it firm and like that. And I'm not just like getting calm, right? Like, and maintaining a calm position. And it's interesting because like the videos that we're going to be looking today, as a result of like the lessons that I've been having with January and all the online content that I devour on a regular basis, and like constantly, like right now I'm watching something that was Wellington International. I can't remember. I think this is the Mars one that was streamed like 2 days ago. It'll say in a second, but I'm watching Delaney Flynn jump. She's got 4 faults so far, and she's got a time of 65. So like I'm watching jumping all the time, and the more I watch, the more I pay attention to the mechanics of what the top riders are doing, and then I compare that to like what I'm doing, and I listen to it, the things my trainer is telling me that I'm doing that are like ineffective, and I try to visualize myself doing it, right? Like, and really the thing that I've really been locking onto in the last few lessons has been like this the outside rein and the outside leg on either side, right? Like, and that it's, that like, and to keep my seat back, right? And to like rock with the horse, right? And so if my inside rein comes in, my outside rein matches and follows it with that tension, right? And it's just kind of like an interesting thing, because the more I ride that way and the more I keep myself back behind the vertical and I rock with the horse, it's like Herbie wants to come into me, and I feel more in charge of the speed, the propulsion, and the rhythm from behind, and I don't feel insecure when I'm going to the jumps. And a lot of times I watch the videos, and I understand, because I watch the videos and I understand what's happening to me when I'm coming to it too. It's like sometimes I just feel like I'm just way too like this, like I'm looking with my head, right? And if I look with my head, it causes me to, like, if I'm riding like this and I look with my head, everything goes forward, and then this all goes forward and I fall forward, and then Herbie can pull me down, right? Like, and I don't like that. And it feels ineffective and it feels sloppy. And so, you know, I'm really trying to kind of go into it, but with kind of a relaxed, you know, like let him come into that space. So in these videos, that's kind of the stuff that I've been doing. Look at, I haven't even cut up my, it's interesting to watch these videos, right? Like, because sometimes you do everything right the first time, and then you do everything wrong because you're doing everything right. Your trainer's telling you you're doing everything right, and then you say, oh, but I'm gonna go left. Like, literally, that's what happened in this clip. I was doing everything correct. I had the right lead. All I needed to do is go to a right circle, and I asked the horse to go left and asked for a lead change to go left. Why? Because sometimes I just have more dementia than I know what to do. I don't know, maybe I don't hear JM, like, could be because I'm profoundly deaf in one ear that I just kind of get things mixed up all the time, but it's super funny. I think like my approach is gonna be, try to just be a lot more mindful about it. And if I don't know what's going on, like if I'm not sure what's going on, and just listen for her next instruction calmly, like while I'm, and assume a correct posture position, and just, you know, just listen for her instruction. And if I'm unsure, just circle in that space until I hear what the instruction was. But don't stop forward motion, right? If at all possible. That seems, you know, circle and don't stop forward motion. That seems to be kind of a thing that I should probably, you know, like listen to her on a regular basis. On my second pass through, I came through this, you know, the 6, well, there's 6 jumps there, but not all of them are set. You saw that in there. I come through on my second pass through, and she asked me to, you know, do the lead change at the end because I didn't get the lead change over the last pole or over the jump, which you know, that was my goal. And I asked for the lead change, but this is really before I started to really figure out how important, because everybody's been telling me this over and over and over again, that outside rein is, and that outside leg is in helping the horse do the hind leg lead change. And that has been something I have struggled with like over and over and over again. And it seems to be a struggle that it's happening less and less and less. So, you know, praise be to whoever and everything in the world, right? Like, so that was this one. And so the next one, while I cut the carrots, really looking forward to eating this salad. All I've had to eat so far today. So I woke up this morning, I did my morning workout routine. I recently started doing, so my third pass.
Simple. Yep, you got it. You got it. Oh, nice. A little bit of thinking about it though. Sit up.
Okay.
Simple.
On this one, so on my third pass through, where I'm just trying to go down the line of jumps and then over the last pole, like ask for a lead change and circle to the right, and then go out and about and do some other jumps in the arena that Jan has on this course, right? Like, and I go over the last pole, I ask for the lead change. She's asking me to get a simple lead change, but I felt confident that I could just get it, go into the right. He gave it to me, so I just continued on the course, and I picked up the rest of the jumps. One of the things I'm not really liking though is my release, right? Like, I haven't quite gotten what it's supposed to look like yet in these videos. And it's interesting because now I am starting to get what it's supposed to be like. Jan had been saying this over and over and over again, but she's like, bring the horse to you. And it's like, we did the next clips that we're gonna look at, we do like I think it's a line of 4 or 5 on the far side of the arena. And it was like in those moments there that I started to feel what it was like to bring the horse to me at the end of that space. So one of the fun things about this weekend is that I'm going to the Ridge, which is Nona Garrison, the former Olympian's place. It's the place where I got my first blue ribbons in the .7 class, and I'm going with some of my competitive teammates. Allegra, I think she's going. We're gonna go on Thursday, and probably show on Friday. You know, we have the Saturday Grand Prix and a whole bunch of other things going on this weekend. So I won't be available for the show on Saturday, but the following weekend I'm really looking forward to, because I'm showing Friday and Saturday at the Ridge, and after. I like hearing Jan go, simple, woohoo! That's, oh my God. Yeah, I can hear myself breathing, right? Like, that's like one of the things that's like, my prior health, I have asthma and COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder. It's like, I really, there are some things I can do to improve my respiration and my lung fitness, and I'm in the process of doing those. So, I gotta cut my tomatoes. You know, you guys might laugh, but I will eat this entire salad today, right? Like, not like all at once, but this is like my my kind of, I really like to eat salad, and I really like potato chips, right? Like, so if I eat a big salad like this every day with a really kind of flavorful dressing, and listen, I'm a vegan. This has like 2 grams of added sugars. I don't even use a whole lot of it because I really use a lot of spice before I put this on there. This red wine vinaigrette, it's vegan. It's probably made with some sort of bad oil, right? Like, so all like, canola oil, like everybody who's like a purist out there is probably like gonna go crazy that I'm doing like a canola oil. I don't care, right? Like, it's just the way it is. I'm gonna use myself a little bit of canola oil. And because something in my life has to be fun and tasty. So like, if I could find a really good one that used like an olive oil that had a really nice flavor to it, probably the red dye in here is gonna have to go too, but like, yeah. And I need to toss my salad. And I'll just hit it with some of this dressing. Listen, I'm gonna dress the whole thing now with the salt. It's gonna make everything sweat, and that's fine, because I'm gonna eat this entire salad. Like I said, not all at once, but it will be gone by the end of the day, because now every time I get hungry, I'm gonna eat this salad, right? So, and figured I should at least plate it for you too, and I'll probably speed through most of this stuff. And I'm gonna top this off with a little bit of vegan Parmesan, and voila, I have lunch. So, let's see what the last ones of these are. Oh God, that was a meter. Oh yeah, okay, so along the things that on this first time through these combinations, and it's like learning how to press in between each one of the jumps, which is also teaching me to press right before each jump, which I've been doing all along, but I've really been kind of noticing that I'm trying to do it more, as I'm kind of pressing, pulling myself forward like that, right? Like, and at the end here, it's like really cool, because like I go over, I think she has it set up at a meter. She says, at the end there, that was a meter. So like I did a meter jump here. You know what? I watched all these videos from the last one that I was going to cover in here before I get to this week, and I'm just going to put them all in here somewhere for you guys to like just watch as I like narrate and talk about BS, because really the one I'm going to show you right now, the one that's running on the side to me, like I did everything pretty well. And what you guys?
You need a secretary.
I do.